Are we recording? Well, this is the front row film. And this is our story from behind the lens. This all started back in 2012. Really simply just with a camera, and that was about it. I was coaching at the time, and we just needed content as social media and this kind of things really started to build way back then. So basically started YouTube videos, looking around the internet, just trying to find whatever I can, and then shooting as much as I could to find what the vision kind of I had in my head of what I wanted to do. I had a unique perspective because I had the digital side and the creative, but I also knew kind of what the coaches and the people on the other side were wanting and needing at that time. And I had a disposable of athletes to try these things on. When people ask what I do and what the front row film is, it's honestly kind of difficult to narrow it down into an elevator speech because we cover so much of what we do specifically for different people, different schools, and different teams. But simply put, we're a content creation company that specializes in sports marketing, anything from photo, video to graphic design. We're there to promote your players, promote your team, promote your school, and hopefully through that, we can kind of turn all these memories of your playing days into media that you can look back on. I feel like front row film is more than just photos or video or media. It's really turned into a community where athletes from different teams and different schools that compete against each other on the field have this one family of us creating content for them. And so they kind of back each other off the field where, hey, they might get their photos from front row film, they might get their video, and we're this one big family supporting each other off the playing field. And obviously when it's time to compete, they compete against each other, which I think is really cool to see. The cool thing about this, it's an ever-changing and growing thing that we're always trying to look at what's next, what's coming, what can we do to help serve our athletes and create content that will cement their memories of when they look back on their playing days. We're always learning, we're always trying to get better, and feel like if we continue to do that, we'll continue to create better and better content as we go. It's been kind of an interesting path of how this started, where the content was just needed for maybe just one thing, maybe a senior, like a program for the sports or for a senior night. And then it's grown to where we capture all this content at once that can be used for many things. So it can be used for social media, programs, posters, awards, season recaps. And so creating this content that can be used in a variety of different things over the course of the season is really what we're focused on, so that you have the diversity of content to use whatever your team needs to promote your players and your team throughout the season. There's so much that goes on behind the scenes. What people see is just their delivered finished product that they get in their inbox or on their feed. And there's so many steps and processes that are involved with getting it to that point efficiently and effectively. And it kind of touches back on my coaching is I hated people standing around, I hated wasted time. So we're trying to efficiently and effectively move people through the process, and once we get the product done, captured, so that we're able to edit, upload, and get it to them quickly. And then there's so much behind the scenes of the planning and the packing up of the gear and the setup and takedown and the process of uploading and editing all the footage that doesn't get seen. People take their photos and they think, poof, they're up on the internet. But there's a lot of steps that go in between the capture or the planning of the event all the way through the final delivery. As what you see, the front row film as now has slowly grown to this point. So a lot of people have this short-term mindset of they try something or they're trying to get into this, and their portfolio doesn't grow exponentially in the first few months. But this started 12 years ago, really, when I started doing this. And it just slowly progressed and built on it year after year and got bigger and bigger to what it is today. And I say that as you grow this and you want to do something, it does take time to build something.